What's up, everybody? I'm Stella Chung, and in today's fix, Mortal Kombat 1 is getting absolutely roasted for how it looks on the Nintendo Switch. We have an update on Elder Scrolls 6 and its console exclusivity, and all week long, we're taking a look at life aboard the Artemis, presented by The Expanse, a Telltale series. Mortal Kombat 1 launched late last week, and players seem to be loving the latest entry, just not on the Nintendo Switch. It should come as no surprise that the Nintendo Switch version of Mortal Kombat 1 doesn't look as great as it does on PS5 or Xbox Series, but I don't think players were expecting the visuals to be this hilariously bad. As reported by our own Wesley Yin-Pool, the character models have been significantly downgraded in the Switch version, and their eyes seem to be popping out of their eye sockets. But not in the usual fatality sense, just in a constantly shocked face expression. Ex-user Neon Kaelistis posted a side-by-side photo of Johnny Cage as an example of how the character models on the Switch can't seem to animate any facial expressions at all. The extreme difference between the two images are ridiculously funny. Another ex-user at King Dracula 405 posted a video clip of Sindel and Shang Tsung facing off, with Shang walking on and way off the actual fighting arena every time Sindel would try to walk towards him or away from him. At Sam Aberdeen1 on X also shared 4 stills from the Switch MK1 gameplay that showed various bug-eyed characters and visual glitches that are extremely dumb and funny. Of course, while this is getting the fun meme treatment, it does suck that players who own MK1 on the Switch had to pay $70 for the game in this current state. This is a pretty big departure from the Switch version of Mortal Kombat 11, which performed well despite technical limitations, maintaining a decent frame rate and holding its own visually compared to other consoles. And speaking of those consoles, NetherRealm did decide to leave those last-gen consoles behind in delivering MK1, so the decision to bring the game to the Switch was an interesting one after the fact. I mean, if it can run on the Switch, it'll probably run on the PS4 and Xbox One, right? Actually, better question, does this count as running on the Switch, or is this more of an awkward jog? Hopefully, some updates can be rolled out to bring the Switch version up to a more playable build, so those players can enjoy the signature, extremely gross, and visceral fatalities and see characters' eyes popping out of their heads the old-fashioned way. This next story shouldn't come as too much of a surprise, but an internal Microsoft document suggests that the long-awaited Skyrim sequel, The Elder Scrolls 6, is set to skip PlayStation 5. Axios reporter Steven Totillo tweeted the document that listed announced Bethesda games along with their platform and release window estimations. The games included Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo, Fallout 76, The Elder Scrolls Online, Starfield, Redfall, and The Elder Scrolls 6. In the column for Elder Scrolls 6, the document stated that the game would not launch on PS5, and instead launch on Xbox and PC only. The release date was marked as TBC and expected to be around 2026 or later. Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo were both announced as timed exclusives for PlayStation prior to Microsoft's acquisition of Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax, but Redfall and Starfield both launched exclusively on Xbox and PC, so I think we can expect this trend to continue. Microsoft's approach could change between now and 2026, but I wouldn't hold your breath. IGN reached out to Microsoft for a comment on the story, but haven't yet gotten a response. That said, this document lines up with a statement Phil Spencer gave GQ during an interview in 2021, claiming, "In order to be on Xbox, I want us to be able to bring the full complete package of what we have. And that would be true when I think about Elder Scrolls 6. This is definitely a bummer for PlayStation fans, but also it's a little disappointing for any fans hoping to return to Tamriel anytime soon. Realistically, 2026 or later probably means 2027 at the soonest, and considering Microsoft projected its next console iteration launching in 2028, The Elder Scrolls 6 could skip this entire generation of consoles entirely. That's just speculation, mind you, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. It's been 5 years since the announcement of Elder Scrolls 6 back at E3 2019. Do you remember E3? Simpler times. I would say hopefully we get some news on the game soon, but last month, Bethesda's head of publishing, Pete Hines, did say that Elder Scrolls 6 is in early development and to not expect any news soon. Nice try, Pete. We'll get our Elder Scrolls news by any means necessary, even if we have to go rifling through port documents. The Expanse, the Telltale series, is a brand new episodic prequel game set in the universe of the beloved, critically acclaimed sci-fi saga of the same name. The expansive Telltale series follows the story of Kamina Drummer, an executive officer turned captain. And as you probably guessed, it isn't exactly a smooth transition. From salvaging destroyed ships in Zero-G, de-escalating crew mutinies, and taking on enemy pirates, you will have to make the difficult choices that will put Drummer's resolve to the test. Will she sacrifice her personal ambitions for a larger purpose? The choice is yours. Prefer your episodes binge style? You can experience the entire story soon. 4 episodes are available to play through right now on Xbox, PS5, and the Epic Games Store, with the 5th and final episode coming September 21st. Which platform are you playing Mortal Kombat 1 on? Let us know! Now that you're all caught up on gaming news, mark your calendar for tomorrow at 9 a.m. with our IGN First on Alan Wake 2 with an exclusive 4K gameplay clip with RTX on. I hope you have a fantastic start to the week. I'm Stella Chung. Keep on gaming, and I'll see you next time.